Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome back to the Life School MasterClass show, a platform where we chat everything about business scaling, entrepreneurship, life mission, life purpose, all these amazing topics, marketing, sales that I know are much of interest to our audience of entrepreneurs. I am Elona Lepari. I am your host of the Life School Masterclass show. And I also am the CEO and founder of the Life School, which is a platform where we help mission driven CEOs scale to 6 to 7 figures in their business while building their business on purpose through marketing and sales strategies so they don't have to sacrifice their income and happiness for their mission. Today, I am blessed to have another beautiful guest on. I have Rita Cash Karydass. I hope I'm saying your last name correct, Rita. And we will
Yes.
be speaking about reducing stress as an entrepreneur. I know this is a topic that is a lot of interest in. So, Rita, thank you so much for coming on our show and sharing with us your beautiful journey and your beautiful teachings today around this specific topic.
Thank you, Ilona. It's a pleasure to be here.
The pleasure is absolutely always all mine. So, Rita, let's start with an introduction. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you do and who you are?
Yeah, sure. I'm Rita, and I love helping women entrepreneurs that are ambitious and they are just burnt out and overwhelmed. As a certified aroma freedom practitioner and essential oil practitioner, I have a lot of tools and tips that have worked for me throughout the throughout my life journey. And what I want to bring to women entrepreneurs that are stressed, I want to bring them more peace and happiness. And I want them to have better clarity on their life purpose, learn to tap into their intuition, and create and manifest their personal and business goals. And I do this through numerous techniques, and one of them is aroma freedom. And aroma freedom is based on neuroscience, and it dissolves fixed mindsets, so new creativity and awareness and new endless possibilities can emerge, clearing that those emotional patterns and behaviors that no longer serve us.
Hmm. I love that. I mean, as entrepreneurs, because we're constantly creating, we're constantly, have to always, adapt and really build all these skills that we need in our business so that we could scale and make the most impact. I know a lot of times we tend to neglect our self care and we tend to neglect, our emotional side of things because we have to just go, and we have to make very fast decisions on a daily basis. So I know that you have a gem and a whole library of tools that I'm sure you help your clients with as well. So thank you so much for
Yes.
letting us know what you do and how you help. And I wanted to know a little bit more about your background. So how did you get here? Tell us a
Okay,
little bit more about.
so one of okay, so it's a long story, but to make a long story short, I have been learning about my own health and wellness for decades now. And I started to learn about how we can empower ourselves as women when I was just 20 years old. I was in an abusive marriage, I had health issues, and I just was so thankful that I was strong enough to have within me and listen to that guidance that I don't have to deal with this. So that started my journey. And I just continue to do it to learn more about meditation and yoga and food co-ops and organic gardening, just the whole essence of who we are and what we are. I didn't like what I saw out there, how people were taking care of themselves, including myself. So that's how it began. And then I just started mentoring people. And even though I was still learning, as I was learning, I was helping other women. And what I do now is I don't want people to have to go through all those tedious steps and figuring it out all on their own when I've already figured out a system that works. So, and one of the things I really find that's really important is you had mentioned we're living in such a busy world and we're so in our minds, the chatter, having to do this and that, work and business and family and kids and whatever it is. And we're not taking time to just go and listen to our heart, to slow down. And that's one of the things that you really need for tapping into your intuition, which I love helping women learn how to do that.
Ooh, I love that topic as I'm learning that intuition, and I've learned along my journey that it's very important to be very intuitive, especially if you're going to build a business that's on purpose with, that aligns with you and that feels good to you and really helps you meet your personal goals, but also make the most impact. It's very important to really learn and take a few steps back and really have tools under your tool belt. Just like we need tools in our business, we need to learn skills, we need marketing, we need to learn sales, we need to learn a lot of these other things, technology a lot of times, right? This is just another area, because obviously we do everything because we want to feel holistic, we want to be fulfilled. But if you're just running low and overworked and burned out and all of that good stuff, then obviously you can't even be an effective entrepreneur. You're not going to be as effective in your business in meeting those goals and attracting the right clients to you. So these are all very, very important things that you are speaking about. And we live in a world of distraction. I think, with everything you have to offer and all your tools that you teach, is very important to really have all these under our tool belt so that we know how to stay centered and focused around our vision. Because another challenge for entrepreneurs is that we tend to get very disfocused. So we have to be very in line and very focused with our mission and vision so that we could be strategic about the results we're getting and also where we're putting our time. Because time is the biggest commodity that we have in business.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm so curious, Rita. Teach us, let us know, based on all your knowledge and background and how you help your clients. Give us some quick wins, some tools that you could share with us on how to really center ourselves, focus, and also really get in tune with our inner self or with our intuition, so that we can make better decisions at the end of the day, better decisions that align
Right.
with us in our business
Yeah.
and life.
Well, one of the biggest things that I love to teach is meditation, because even if a person doesn't meditate, even starting with 1 minute a day, but just starting to learn to take that time for yourself, because I see so many women that just say, I don't have the time. And they don't realize that it's affecting their health, it's affecting their emotional balance. And I really, I feel like that is so important to teach women the value of caring for themselves through meditation, through movement. Yoga as a certified or yoga instructor, um, I just feel like, yoga is just so good. And people think, a lot of people that I hear, oh, I'm not flexible. Well, it's not about being flexible. There's so many different types of yoga. What I focus is on the breath. So I really like breath work as well. It's just a combination: yoga, breath work, meditation, and any kind of movement, bicycle riding, weights, running, just whatever resonates with you. But you've got to take that time. So I just feel like it's so important to also reach out for help and have an accountability partner that can help you and guide you through what you need to be guided through.
Mm. Oh yeah, it's so important. And just you speaking of that just reminded me that, as an entrepreneur, you have to have first a spiritual practice. So whether that's meditation, yoga, choose one, right? Whatever feels good to you, just like you just explained, and also a physical exercise type of practice. Because you need to let go of the energy and also refresh and save your mental health a lot of times, because it could be a journey of a lot of emotions and roller coasters. I think also learning how to manage our emotions as entrepreneurs
Yes.
is such a crucial point, because we tend to, we tend to have so many things that happen so fast. And a lot of times, if we don't understand how to detach from the emotional side of things, we tend to make maybe over emotional decisions, or we tend to get affected by maybe all the rejections that we might face into our journey of maybe getting new clients to serve or into
Yeah.
our business. So,
Yeah.
whatever you're touching on is like golden, I think, golden nuggets that I'm sure
Yeah. And
we'll come across.
yeah, and I also just wanted to say, one of the things that I really like to share with clients is that um, find a hobby that you let go of that you used to love, or find a new hobby. I mean, there's so many things. Sing. I mean, when we sing and we use our voice, even if we don't have a good voice, or chant, just using our voice just is so powerful. So, there's so many things in our mindset. And, we have to just have that, we have to value ourselves, and we have to think, what are our words? What are our thoughts? What are our actions? Because if you look around, that's what you've created. So another thing that I like to touch on is that we have to take responsibility. I would love to blame other people for how I'm feeling, but that's not the way it is. We're responsible. I just had
Mhm.
somebody ask me why, how is it that, I've been married like 40, I don't know, 40 something years. Um, and I said, well, one of the things is if I get aggravated at my husband, I know it's me. It's not him. I've got to look within me, and I've got to walk away. I've got to take some breaths. And I said, I don't know about him if he feels the same way.
Mhm.
But no, really, so we do have to take responsibility for our actions and our thoughts and our words.
Well, you're touching on so many important points. At the end of the day, we have to point at us and we have to work on us, and we have to really look deep, even as we grow into our entrepreneurship journey. And we all want business success, right? We all want our business to be successful. We all want to scale it at that level where we're meeting our personal goals and then have more to give back and do all these other great things that we want to do with our life, right, at the end of the day. But it's like really understanding that that's why I don't see business and life separate. It's just one big thing, because we have to personally grow through all these areas, whether maybe our challenge is an emotional management of some sort of thing, or maybe it's the mindset part, or maybe it's really developing a tool that works for you that you can make it part of your lifestyle, whether it's a meditation practice or a physical practice as far as exercising or releasing your energy that way. It's like you have to surround yourself with all these different things that are going to make for a more holistic life, so that you can also take care of yourself and also have good relationships. I love that you mentioned that, because I've been through a similar journey with my long-term relationship. God bless you, not 4 decades for sure, not yet, but 2 decades. 2 decades we've been I've been with my husband, and there's been times when, before I knew better and I had all these tools and knowledge, I would just blame, and I would put my happiness on his hand and really, put
Yeah,
responsibility on him, which is not fair, because I had to work on my
right,
own personal things.
right.
So when I turned to me is when I realized, oh,
Yeah,
wow, I had the power. And of course, I shifted the whole dynamic of the relationship. So we have so much
yeah,
power inside
we
of.
do. Yeah.
Mhm.
And with that being said, it's not that, I have all the answers or you have all the answers, and that we're always in that state of being able to be connected. Uh, but when we start to like stray a little bit, or something is not balanced emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever, then we have those tools and we get out of it quickly. And so that's the difference of how I am now versus how I was a long time ago. So, we just we learn how to value ourselves and just create these new habits and behaviors that serve us. And it's amazing how much happier other people are around you when you do that.
Mm. Absolutely. You're more aligned and you can go faster, further because you have all these tools. And again, just like anything, you develop habits, right? With anything that
Yeah.
becomes a habit, it becomes second nature. That's why everyone talks about, let me see your habits, let me see your daily routine. I'll show you how successful you'll be, right? Because it's not an overnight thing. It's just really about surrounding yourself with the right support in all the other areas of your life so that you can really feel good and feel fulfilled and happy. I think at the end of the day, it's why we do everything we do, because we want to feel, that we're contributing, we are valuable, we are working on something meaningful, we're doing meaningful work, and we're making an impact. I think, I mean, at least that's what I found the happiness comes from and where fulfillment comes
Mhm.
from. So it's really surrounding ourselves with all of these. Well, having said that, I know that you have actually built a beautiful program that you help other people with that has a lot of these different components we've been speaking about on all these different tools on emotional management, on self-care, on all these different practices, on even relationship building as far as the relationship you have within yourself and also other people. So tell me a little bit about your process and your program. What are some of the topics that you teach entrepreneurs based on your work there?
Well, first of all, it's designed for each individual. So it may be a little bit different for everyone depending on, what their lifestyle is already. But, we work on that mindset. I do, aroma freedom techniques with people because that seems to really get the flow flowing a little bit faster for most people. They're more solid on the direction that they want to go. So we learn about their mindset and what they're doing physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. We just go through all the different areas of their life, their personal life, their business, how they feel about themselves and the world around them. So there's just so many different components, and the outcome is just being this woman that comes out with just pure joy and happiness and more confidence in themselves. And they just are ready to go out there and be who they were supposed to be.
Mm. Amazing. And I love the way that you said that it's personalized. You meet people where they are, right? Because we are on different journeys, we need help with different challenges in our lives. So really meeting them where they are and personalizing and then giving them the gift of your knowledge and expertise and processes that you have developed personally over the years, you helping other people with, is really, really amazing work. Rita, thank you so much for everything you've shared so far. We have come to almost the end of our interview. I would like to ask you, where is it that people can find out more about you and all these amazing gifts that you have to share with the world and the way that you help people and all your teachings on all these very important topics to entrepreneurs?
Thank you. I would say the best thing is to join my Facebook group, Living Balanced for Living Balanced Community for Ambitious Entrepreneurs. And February 21st through 25th, I'm going to be doing a Facebook challenge. So it's going to have a lot of different components of what I teach in my program, and I will have some discounts for my different programs that I have. So I would love for you to join and walk alongside me on this journey of health and wellness.
Love that. Thank you so much, Rita, for sharing. And as the last thing, I want to ask you, what is the mission that you feel most called to serve?
I just want to see women open their hearts, live more from their heart center, find that happiness that's there deep down inside, because there's just so much chatter up here that I just want to see women just embrace who they are.
Mm. I love that message. Thank you so much, Rita, for everything that you shared in our show today. We have reached the end, and I hope that everyone will join you in your Facebook community and really be surrounded by that in that supportive environment, and really get to make great connections, and of course be part of all your teachings and all the tools that you have under your belt that you'll share with people that join there. Thank you so much for being here on our show today, Rita.
You're welcome, and thank you, Ilona. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. It was always a pleasure, and it's always a pleasure to bring on new guests and really learn about all these amazing things that we always need in our life and business. This show is also available in all the major podcast platforms and also in our YouTube channel, Ilona Lipari Life School, as a video format if you like to share it with your network and with any other entrepreneur that might need to hear something that was shared on this interview today. Thank you so much, and I'll see everyone next Friday with another amazing show and interview. Bye for now. Have a great weekend.